Hi everyone, this is coming to you from Education for All. We continue to solve problems under the angle addition formula. This is problem number 2 we are looking at. We'll finish with problem number 1 with sub-problems, sub-questions. We are looking at problem number 2 again with sub-questions I, B, C, and D. We are given that the cosine of A is minus 4 divided by 5, and that A is an obtuse angle measured in radians. Find the exact value of sine of A, cos of pi plus A, sine of pi divided by 3 plus A, tan of pi divided by 4 plus A. So let's move straight into the problem. A says sine of A. Find sine of A. Sine A. You are given cos A. Now you are given cos A minus 4 over 3. And we are told that this angle A is obtuse. Mind you, in our first video, we even drew diagrams to explain what acute, obtuse, and reflex angles are. An obtuse angle is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. So if you draw your quadrants, you want to indicate obtuse angle here. We know it's greater than 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. But less than 180 degrees. This straight line is 180 degrees. This line, 180 degrees, this line. So if we are told that the angle is obtuse, so it must be on the second quadrant. This is your first, second, third, fourth quadrants. So the angle must be there. Is greater than obtuse is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. So we are looking at this angle, greater than 90 but less than 180. So what does this diagram tell us? Given the cosine of A is minus 4 over 5. You have C, A, S, T. This is your quadrant. Cast. The cosine is positive here on the fourth quadrant. On the first quadrant, all trig functions are positive here. On the second quadrant here, we can see the sine and cosecant are positive here. Here, the tangents and cotangents are positive on the third quadrant. The fourth quadrant is the cosine and secant that are positive on the fourth quadrant. So here we are given the cosine. The cosine is positive here, but because it's obtuse angle, it finds itself here in the second quadrant. This is first, second, third, fourth. So because it is here, now the cosine, the obtuse, we are told is obtuse, so it's here. So it has to be negative here. That's why you see this minus sign is given to you. So in that case, we'll have something like this, This is A. And what is the cosine of an angle? Cos is adjacent all over hypotenuse. And here we are told is -4 all over 5. So it means the adjacent side to this angle is 4, and hypotenuse side is 5. According to our Pythagoras theorem, this side must be 3, 3, 4, 5 triangle. Yeah? And this is minus here for the cosine. So this is the cosine given like this. But now they want you to find the sine of A, not the cosine of A. Find sine A. But we know sine of an angle, sine A, is the opposite side all over the hypotenuse side, which is equals to this angle now. The opposite side is 3 and hypotenuse side is 5. So because we are looking at the second quadrant and the sine is positive here, so this value has to be positive. This value here has to be positive. So the sine of A is equals to 3 all over 5. Better? Let me use the red marker. That might help. 3 all over 5. That is the answer. Correct. And the second part says find the cosine of pi plus A. The cosine. So what's cosine? We are looking at B. Cos into pi plus A, if you expand it using the angle addition formula, let me use this side here. Cos into pi plus A, this will give you the cos of pi, cosine of A, minus sine of pi times sine of A. This is what you get if you expand this using the angle addition formula. So what is cos pi? What is the cosine of pi? It's something we should know. Cos pi is -1. You know that. The cosine of pi is always -1. The sine of pi is always 0. These are things you should know. Right? So we are given the cos of A, which is -4 over 3. We now know the cos of pi, this is -1 multiplied by the cos of A, which is -4 all over 5. So that side is finished, this side here. So what is sine pi? We know sine pi is already 0. So sine A, whatever A is, you multiply it by 0, you're going to get 0. So I don't want us to go finding what is A is, because we know sine pi is 0 already. So sine A is going to be something using triangle we drew before and something like that. But since 0 multiplied by any other thing is 0. So let us just ignore it, yeah? So we now give our answer here. Minus minus is 4 all over 5. So this will be 4 all over 5. Right? Let's move to the next one. Where is happening with this spot? Good. This light is not on. Okay, let's look at C. The C part says sine into pi all over 3 plus a. If we expand this using the angle addition formula, this is going to give us the sine of pi all over 3 times the cosine of a plus the cosine of pi all over 3 times the sine of a. This is what you get. So these are radians because we are told they are measured in radians. Correct. So what is sine pi over 3? You know, in radians, pi simply means 180 degrees. So pi all over 3, this is 180 degrees all over 3, which is 60 degrees, converted to degrees. So this now will give us the sine of 60 degrees times the cosine of A plus the cosine of 60 degrees times the sine of A. Correct? Don't forget, we are told that A is obtuse. So it's greater than 90 but less than 180. Now, the problem is being simplified. From our trigonometric functions, we know the value of sine 60, the exact value. We know the exact value of cos 60. All we need to find now is sine A, because cos A is already given to us as minus 4 all over 5. So let's further simplify the problem by putting in the values of sine 60 and cos 60. We know sine 60 is root 3 all over 2. We know that sine 60 is root 3 all over 2. So now multiply by the cosine of A, but we know the cosine of A is given to us as minus 4 over 5. Multiplying here, minus 4 divided by 5, plus cos 60 is 1/2. Sine 60 is root 3 over 2. Cos 60 is 1/2. So we still have our sine of A. So what we don't have in this equation is only sine A, which we are going to find, by the way. So again, we know we are told here that it's obtuse. Obtuse means it should be somewhere here. This angle, less than 180, but greater than 90 degrees. Right? So this is our quadrant. The sign still positive on the second quadrant. So now we are told this is A, sine A. We are told cos of A, and we know cos is adjacent, which is 4, all over hypotenuse, which is 5. So this side will be 3. Mind you, it's minus because cosine is negative here. It's not positive on the second quadrant. It's negative. You see they put negative here because it says obtuse angle. So now we have this. What is the sine of, we are looking for the sine of A. What is sine A here? Sine is opposite, which is 3, all over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 5. Yeah? Sine is opposite upon hypotenuse, and it's here on the second quadrant, so it's positive. So it's 3 all over 5. What we are looking for here is 3 all over 5. So then we have here minus 4 root 3 all over 2 times 5 is 10. I'm multiplying now. The minus 4 times root 3 minus 4 root 3, 2 times 5 is 10. Now you have plus here. Now you have, we know, this is 1/2 times 3 all over 5. So this gives us 3 all over 10. Yeah? So here you have minus 4 root 3 all over 10 plus 3 all over 10. So this boils down to 3 minus 4 root 3 all over 10. This is your final answer. Let me just catch it somewhere here. Minus 4 minus, we have 3 minus 4 root 3 divided by 10. That's what you get. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. I made this video too long.